explosive growth in Port Wentworth, Georgia. As you see, when you're driving up 21, you see all these rental homes that have gone up already. There's still some going up on the backside of Rice Hope, rental homes, right? And then you got the Ghost Pirates coming. D.R. Horton is building inside of Rice Hope. What does this mean for your home value? Hey guys, Patrick Donovan, XP Realty, part of the Johnson Group here in beautiful Port Wentworth, Georgia, specifically Rice Hope, my home base where I live, and I love this community. It's fantastic. And I would just say, if you came out for the Easter egg hunt, oh man, we had such a great time. If you missed it, I'm sorry. It was fantastic. We had fun. For those of you that came out to support, I really appreciate it. Marie Greene, you did a fantastic job setting everything up. So I really appreciate you doing that for our community. It's fantastic. And, shout out to D.R. Horton. Actually, they kicked in the Kona ice and some other prizes and stuff like that. But first, we're going to go through what Rice Hope is doing in our neighborhood, the houses that are going up and all that kind of stuff, incentives going on. Before we do that, I'm going to talk about what is on the market. We're going to talk about active homes on the market, active contingent, under contract, and sold within the past 30 days. But first, if you get any value from this video, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. Share this video with your friends and family that maybe want to be your neighbor and move into our beautiful community of Rice Hope. Some great deals going on with D.R. Horton. So let's just check out the stats. All right, first, so I'm going to go over the active homes on the market. Of course, there's a ton of active homes on the market because D.R. Horton, they have 24 homes that are on the market, brand new construction. There's only 2 active homes that are resale in our community, and those 2 we're about to go over right now. So there's one we've seen before, and if for those that are new to the channel, I'm just going to show you real quick. So 303 Lakeside Boulevard, I've been in this home. It's very large home. It's a great home, actually. I really like it. Of course, it's backed up to the new D.R. Horton community that's going in right behind it. Okay, so you can get point of reference. But it's the first one when you come in on Lakeside. Okay, beautiful home. Actually, yeah, it's a beautiful home. So let's go through these pictures real quick. So love the yellow. We know all that. If you live here, you know what's up with that. Here's the inside for your area. I like that. Good bar area right there, right off the front door. So I really like that. And the rounded, it's the one thing I do like, and kind of you got the rounded edges right there. It's fantastic. It's the little details like that. You got a fireplace right there. I like the living room is pretty wide open. Kitchen is very nice. Very nice. Like I said, I've been in this home before. It's very nice. You can look right in the living room. I'm not going to get into everything, but there's double oven right there. If you don't see it, boom, to the right, double oven. Double tray ceilings in the dining room. I love tray ceilings. This is a massive bonus room upstairs, as you can see. And then let's get to what I don't like about this. So the one thing is, I wish the pictures were a little bit better, because this bedroom, you only see half of. You can't even see half of it. Actually, it's massive, and you don't get to see the rest of it. So I wish there was better pictures on there for that. But yeah, so that's the 303 Lakeside. Now this one is a 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath home. 3,290 square feet, offered $419,000. This is listed by Scott W. Fader, Joseph Walter Realty. Okay, so there's that one. Let's just see the next one. I'm actually going to get out of the map area because I'm not going to. Oh, here it is right here. Boom. So let's go to Cold Creek Pass. Now, this is another, it's newer actually. This is by Brian Futrell. And I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry if I'm saying it incorrectly, Brian. Realty One Group Inclusion. This is 116 Cold Creek Pass. Okay, this is a 5 bedrooms, 3 bath home with 2,361 square feet, offered at $375,000. Now let's go through the pictures real quick. So here's the front, as you can see. Walking in, yep. I have not been in this home, so this is kind of wide open for the kitchen and the living room. Once again, I'm thrilled with these pictures, but that's all right. It gives you a good enough concept. You're sitting here in the living room. You can see the dining room to the left, and then you can see the the kitchen to the right. I like the colors they use, actually. That green, I like that color, and I think this is great. So, I mean, as far as how it looks, it's good. The pictures don't give you much in the way on this room. Look at that mural. Wow, that's nice. And another one, nice. This is yeah. It's hard to tell what these rooms are, unfortunately. And I wish I could, but that's just probably another guest bedroom. And dual vanity right there in the guest bath, loft area where you can sit down and you can read a book there. If you want to, like that. Laundry room, obviously. That's still the lofted area. I believe that's the primary bedroom closet. Oh yeah, there's a primary bedroom. I like the accent wall. Obviously they're moving, so I think they're probably starting to take things down. So it may look, like that looks plain, but I'm sure when they're living there, it's decked out. I like that though. Double vanity in the primary. Yep. Shower. Okay, great. Backyard fenced in. Plus, huge plus. I wish I had that at my house. So frustrating, right? I got a dog. He's a rescue. And he, I don't know what they did to him. What I'm saying? I feel bad because, he really dislikes other dogs. And it's obviously something that came from when he was wherever he was before we got him. So it's been hard for us without a fence, because when we came from Savannah, we had a fence in our yard. So you can run rampant. Now we got to walk them all the time. It becomes a little bit more difficult, challenging when you're not prepared for it. But, this one has the fence. So you don't have to worry about that if you got fur babies. You know what I'm saying? Big, though. Wow. That's a big yard. Man, that's a big yard. A little bit jealous. Obviously, we know all that stuff is the amenities, which you live here, that's what's up. Okay, now let's go back to, we're going to go and we're going to change the criteria up. I'm trying to do it differently now because I know the last time I had it all at the same time, but with all the DR Horton homes that come into the market, like it's going to saturate the screen with greens, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter out the actives and go to the active contingent. So let's go to active contingent. All right. So active contingent, we have resale homes. 4 resale homes that are active contingent. Or no, actually, excuse me, 6. I'm sorry. You can count them right there. So I don't know what I was talking about. But so 6 are active contingent. So now what active contingent means is that the home is the sellers accepted an offer, right? And they, there's conditions built into any offer. Most offers, I didn't say any offer. You have an all cash deal that has 0 contingencies, and boom, what I'm saying? Which actually, there's a home in this neighborhood sold in 4 days because this seller's agent, and they act as a buyer's agent. So they obviously had a buyer for their the home that they're listing. Most likely in those situations, it's a rental, like a renter wanting to buy into the home a lot of times. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying a lot of times that's what happens. So, you see there's 4 on Parkside, and then there was 2 on Lakeside. The great thing is, and I'll just show you this real quick, because this one was on the market for a long time. And I talked, not that one. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's not just one thing. Oh, I was thinking something else. It's sold. But yeah, so these are, active contingent. They could have a finance contingency. It could be due diligence, where in due diligence, the buyer can walk away for any reason or no reason is what they put in the contract. So, when we're, as a seller's agent, you get nervous when people put long due diligence periods in the contract. Typical due diligence period is between 10 and 14 days. I've seen them as low as 0 days, obviously. But I've also seen them as long as 30 days, and I've even seen longer, 6 months. Those are typically like land deals or something like that. But, they could be, the due diligence period is important because when they put earnest money up on the home, as a seller, your only reprieve if the buyer backs out is that earnest money. So I ask for 1% of the purchase price. So if you're selling a home for $300,000, that's $3,000 earnest money. And if the buyer backs out, say it's the day before closing and they want to back out, then you get $3,000 for taking your home off the market for those 30 days. So due diligence period is a contingency. There's also a finance contingency. That is where if the bank does not approve this buyer for the home, even though you're under contract, and they don't approve in that finance contingency window, which can be I typically see them from 20 to 30 days, they get a loan denial letter and then they'll get the earnest money back. So very important to know those terms when you're looking to sell your home, because that could be the difference. And of course your agent needs to know, which I'm sure your agent knows. But those are very important factors when you're listing your home, because if you don't think about those things, you're not clear on what the repercussions of what, this contingency, that contingency, or another contingency, it could put you in a confusing place and you don't want to be there. Okay, so once again, to my whole point was there's 6 active contingent homes on the market right now. And this kind of goes, with what we're going to go to next. So we're going to go to the under contract realm here. Here we go. There's 24, okay, and one of them is a resale home. But I'm just going to show you the map here. Now, under contract, as you see, under contract. Now, D.R. Horton is going to put all their homes under contract. There's not really much contingencies in their contracts, okay? When you're talking about D.R. Horton homes, there's a builder contract that they have, with very little contingencies, more contingencies leaning towards the seller than the buyer, which in the resale space, the buyer gets more contingencies than the seller. So, they don't put a lot of contingencies on D.R. Horton contracts. So that's why they're under contract. Okay, now under contract means that all contingencies are gone, right? There's no finance contingency. There's no due diligence. All that stuff is over when you're doing a resale home. That means we're past due diligence. We're past the finance contingency. And we're just waiting to close now. You know what I'm saying? The lender's done all their stuff and we're just waiting for the closing day. A lot of times in this situation, if you're under contract and the buyer and seller are cool with moving the closing date up with the attorney and all this stuff, you can get moving the home faster if all the contingencies are cleared up. Okay. All right. So we have 24 total under contract, but one is a resale one. Now let's go to the sold now. Here, let's do sold. All right. I'm just sold in the past 30 days, because if you watched my last video, I did sold in the past 30 days. So if you want to know what happened before that, just go to my last video about Port Wentworth. All right, so we got 12 sold in the past 30 days. Fantastic, okay? And out of those 12 sold, okay, 4 were resales, okay? And, well, obviously 8 were new construction. So, crazy stuff going on. But what I want to do right now is, after showing you all that, I kind of want to show you the CMA real quick, because how does it affect your home prices? All these homes going up, right? And I just want to show you the averages of some of these different categories. So when you talk average, average home sales price for, every home that is listed in our neighborhood, which is 26, right? The average square footage is 1,475. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2-car garage, built in 2023. So we know a ton of these are new construction. But their average sales price, $320, $422. Listing price per square foot. Now this is your Zestimate number. Okay, if you take this number right here, and you multiply by your square footage, it gives you a ballpark of where you're at. Okay, so as you can see, 228.71 times 1475 right here. Okay, this times this equals that. So okay, and the average days on market is 37. Now here's the thing. What's going to end up happening is it's going to be a little bit deceitful when we talk about days on market, because when you got new construction homes, they could be on the market for 4 months, right? So it's going to drive it's going to be a deceiving number, right? Because those houses are already, under contract, but they're just sitting on the market waiting to be built. When you're selling your home, you are trying to sell your home as soon as possible, and actually, here we go. Let me just. We'll just go down here real quick, and I'll give you this one. This is a resale right here. 57 days on market. Where's another one? How many were sold? Yeah, 4 resales were sold. This one was 264 days on the market. That was the one actually right behind my house, a townhome. I actually talked to the agent about that one because we're friends, and I asked him what's going on with that. What happened was they got with a buyer and they had a long contingency period that they wanted for one reason or another, and it kept it on the market for months and months and months for no reason, almost essentially. So I'm glad that it got sold finally, but that's also this number right here is, when we come to the average for sold, we'll get to that. It's 45. It shows right there. But I just want to kind of start here active. So active right here, average is 37 days on the market. Okay, that's going to be deceitful. If you have any questions about any of these numbers or any things I'm talking about right now, just give me a call at 912-657-3544. I can give you advice. I'm not going to press you to sell. Okay, I'm not going to press you to sell anything. If you want to know what your value is, you're just trying to get the litmus test to see where you're at. I can easily do that for you. It's no problem. I do it all the time. Okay. But if you have any questions about this, definitely get in contact with me. I don't want you to make a bad decision when you could have just gave me a call. Okay. All right. Let's go to the active contingent. Like I said, we're just going to go over the averages. Okay. And once again, now DR Horton's houses is not going to affect the active contingent. Once again, like I said, they just put them right under contract. Okay. So we had an active contingent. We had 6 resale homes, which is all of these, right? So the average square footage was 1782, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths with 2-car garage, built in 2018. 313,633. $180.90 is your price per square foot right there. So that's on active contingent, and that, which again, you see all of them are resale homes. So this would be a little bit more accurate, but the problem with active contingent is that we don't know what the contract says. Like it could say 277 was what it's listed for, but we don't know. They could have offered 250 and the seller accepted. You don't know, and see that's when you're selling a home, don't settle, because you're going to hurt your neighbors. You're going to leave them all mad at you. I'm just playing. But here you see 27 days on the market is the average for your active contingent. Okay, it won't come off the market, right? These days will keep climbing until it closes. Okay, now let's go to sold. Right, and sold, we had 4 resale homes that sold, and the rest were new construction. Okay, so let's go through these averages. So 1,434 square feet. Now, here's the thing. Now, it's what you be aware. D.R. Horton is gonna, is involved of driving this square footage down because they got those cottage line homes in the backside of Lakeside, right? So this is supposed to be, those are new homes for starter families. They got 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. They got 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. They got 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, but they're smaller so people can afford it. And those are the ones that are backed up to 95. Okay, so they're going to drive the average square footage down. So this here it says 1,434, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1-car garage. Average build or average year built is 2021. 302,764 is the average list price. The average list price per square foot was $216.94. Average sales price, the close price, this is actually what they closed the homes at. Okay, so when you see these 2 screens, if you ever ask me for a CMA and I send you something like this is your list price. This is the actual price it's sold. So as you can see here, and I'm just giving you an example, Lakeside asked $278,990. I actually went for $280. Fantastic. This one was $305,990 and came down to $289,990. So, but they sold it quick. I mean, it was quick. Okay, that was why did they do that? I don't know. Well, maybe it was priced wrong to begin with. I don't know. But this is the differences, right? So you see, this one went more, same. This one went down a little bit more, and down a lot of bit. So that's when you're talking the difference between list price and closed price. There we go. All right, and the actually closed price per square foot was $215.88, and average of 45 days on the market. So these are sold homes. Once again, hold on. 4 of them were resale homes. The rest of them were new construction. All right, and then we're talking about under contract real quick. Here we go. And there was 24, and there was 1 that was a resale home. The rest of these are all new construction. So average square footage 1685, average 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2-car garage, obviously built in 2024 because most of them are actually almost all of them are new construction. Average average sales price, list price, excuse me, 332, 587 with a average price per square foot, 206.81, and on the market 26 days. I expect these numbers to go up right here. Actually, I expect all these numbers to go up because if you're not familiar with new construction neighborhoods, it's good and bad, right? Now we're bringing a bunch of people in our neighborhood we don't know, which is, it's typical in a lot of neighborhoods, and we're a transient community with the military and all that kind of stuff. But the D.R. Horton's going to continue to raise their prices. So every time they sell, maybe and I don't know what their schedule is, but it could be every fifth home they raise the price by $5,000 every time. Right? So as they do that, it's going to be starting to drive our prices up in the neighborhood. You got these guys to compare it to. Appraisers are going to look at those homes. Now, of course, they'll know this new construction. That could be a little bit different, but a lot of times appraisers are not going to have a choice. They're going to have to use these new construction homes as their comparables, because as more and more new construction homes come on the market and the other ones aren't selling, potentially, they're going to have to use them as comps. So this is going to be a good thing as they drive the prices up for your home value. Okay. So now we went through all that kind of stuff. I'm going to get to D.R. Horton with Laura Horosky, who kind of walked me through the neighborhood to tell me what they're doing in our area.